up, guys? Welcome back to your channel, Brighter Life Institute. I'm Alicia. Today's question goes like this: when lockdown will end and where are we going? A new variant called Omicron, a variant of concern, was declared last week from South Africa. And boom, it's like we are returning all back in time, back in March 2020 when the COVID-19 was declared. Flight restriction, lockdown, work from home, wearing masks, and race to get all of us vaccinated and boosting this and boosting that is once again put on a fast speed menu for us. This is not a new question, but it's back again on each of our mind. When will this situation end? When are we going to get our life back? Are we going to close everything each time a new variant is declared? Virus mutation is not new, but I guess for this virus, everything looks new. Where things are starting to be concerning is, where are we going in our society with this situation? And not just in our society, but globally. Where is humanity going with this? Booster, 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 and get vaccinated is the advice from Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission. But Israel is the country the most vaccinated in the world. And before the news of the new variant, Israel was already going for their fourth booster. We are nearly 2 years with this situation, and when we look now at the initial strategy and reaction toward this issue, it starts to look a bit irrational. Humanity saw dangerous, alarming contagion, like for example, the Spanish flu and Ebola. But this situation, to not name it in case we got our channel blocked out, is not even close to the mortality of those contagion. Are we realizing the impact of all those reactions in our economy, our human interaction, on our psychology and mental balance, and the devastating impact this is causing on children and young people? We are living in fear, and it is suffocating, as everywhere we are turning, the fear is getting reinforced. Our destiny are looking gloomy, and there is a rise of collective anxiety. There is an urgent need for all of us to regain balance, as right now, no matter what each of us are doing in our life and what plan we have for our life, there is a feeling of loss of control, not just in our choice of what we want to do in our life, but this alarming weight of uncertainty to not have control on anything in our life right now. We just don't know. Anxiety question like, how many boosters I need before I can be sure my passport stay valid until next summer as I got planned? Or what if there is a new variant? What if my friends and family die? What if I get sick and I cannot work? There is now a rise of anxious question in the population that clearly is impacting our mental health. Anxiety around lockdown is bearable for some people to be on a lockdown when their friends and family are all living in the same city. But like for me example, my parents live 17 hours flight they are getting old and I haven't seen them for a very long time. I get the anxiety that I will never be able to see them again. Many people right now are getting depressed and anxious just because they have such a question in their mind. Depression can reduce your immune system defense. Population around the world are being put in a state of panic over and over again. And above this, we are kind of continuously hearing that whatever action we population are taking is still not good enough. We talk the first one and then we talk the second one, hoping I'm okay now, I got my freedom. But now we get said, no. For you to be considerate, to be allowed to do this and to do that and go there and everywhere, you need a third one. You need the third dose. You need your booster. Another negative effect that people are going through is the thought and feeling of lose of their freedom. The situation is changing our right and civil liberty. And when we look at this recipe and start to put all the ingredients together, we see this is a very explosive recipe for disaster. So today on your channel Brighter Life Institute, I wanted to share this question. Where are we going and when all the restriction and lockdown will end despite the resurgence of new variants? Is it time for people to look at another way to deal with this situation than just impose restriction, booster and lockdown? If you guys want to take part on this question, comment under this video and share your opinion regarding this issue. Really, the situation we have in now with Contagious, to not say the name of that Contagious, as right now freedom of speech are quite restricted and limited for all of us that want to help out and talk about our concern. This is not the first contagion that affected humanity, but it is certainly the first one that impacting globally our life, our community, our movement, and our liberty. So are we going to stop everything each time a new variant come out? Because a new variant may already be out there, and maybe few of them. And we are now been 2 years in this. And 2 years in this, it looks like we are again back at 2020. We are not moving forward, and it doesn't seem like we have learned anything from the situation we are in. But the certain something that we need to look is how is this impacting our community, our mental health, our children and our young people. And also how is this impacting our life personally. I know that I found myself more anxious since the start of this situation. In 2020, I could listen to it, follow it, and get passionate about it. But I must say in 2021, especially this month in December now, soon we're still in November, I found myself quite anxious when I hear again about a new variant, when I hear again about restriction, when I hear again about limitation for work and booster and lockdown. My reaction that I had in 2020 is completely different now, 2 years later. I don't know about you if this is also the same for you, and maybe it's time for all of us to look another situation, another way to handle the current situation with this contagion. And maybe the solution is we need to learn to live with it, then to just avoid it and to make each of us a bad person because we don't want to do certain thing. All of this, if it's not resolved with long-term effect, is going to be a lot of people are going to be depressed if they are not already anxious and depressed, and this is a dangerous situation for all of us. And I think it's really important that we find another solution, and to just be living in hysteria and panic and fear. Living in fear is really devastating after a long time on the human mind, as the human mind himself is predominantly negative. We have to do extra work on ourselves to be positive and to be happy. It is very easy for us humans to be unhappy about no effort whatsoever. So if we have been put also on a state of fear, this is a big recipe for disaster. So guys, this was my message today, and I hope that you're going to comment and participate on this video. This is Brighter Life Institute, your channel, and I'm Alicia. And I will see you on the next video, and thanks for watching. Give a big like if you had some value from this video, or if you like it, the subject of this video. And yes, and like I say, I'll see you on the next video. Bye!